Hello. Welcome, gamers. It is, in fact, Wednesday, and I think I know where this is. Is this New York? Is this the freaking High Line in New York? Or am I mistaken? I have to know. Nope, it is not. I was actually wrong. This is actually London. Any London? Liquid Cake, do you know this place? Roof Garden at Crossrail Place, London. It kind of, to me, it kind of looks like the High Line in New York. Let me show it to you. NYC High Line. It looks very similar. I don't even know where Crossrail Place is. Well, I also don't. But doesn't it kind of look like this, though? If you compare this to this one, it's got like, you know, you got the city, you got like a path. It's like grass. It literally could be right here. Anyway, okay, let me greet people. Welcome, Lastabaka. Welcome, Stream Elements. Welcome, Duck, and Stanley, and A. Pullen, and Slime Molder, and Cole, and Kebby Cabs, and Hamp, and Tag Barrel, and Zoli, and Altscop, and Liquid Cake, and also Desta Waits, and it's everyone. He says hello to Stream Elements. I do that every stream. Yes, I greet every chatter. You can't not greet Stream Elements. Without Stream Elements, where would I even be? I don't even know. Anyway, hold on. Let me read some chat messages. Yeah, Twitch changed their font. It's weird. I don't know. Whatever. I'll probably get used to it. They made all the buttons round. What is this? Webfishing. Paddington the bear? Paddington bear? Anyway, it does look nice. Welcome, My Cabbages 1. It's at Canary Wharf. That's an odd amount of soul for that area. Canary Wharf. Yeah, what are they doing over there? Okay, unlisted, request to join, manual. Paddington is named after the station. What? I guess that makes sense. That is a logical thing. Stream Elements is so important for streamers who have Stream Elements. Yeah, they're like, you know, they're announcing that I'm live in case you're watching the stream and you're like, oh, is Wolfie live? There it is. Welcome, Lots of Butts. Oh, is that the world record holder of the what is it? All Clovers %? Okay, this is the lobby code if anyone wants to join. Anyway, it is really hot today. It is so hot. They've said something every stream. That's not true. Stream Element sometimes does not show up. It is kind of messed up. I'll go live and then Stream Elements is just missing. And I'm like, how are people supposed to know what I'm streaming? If Stream Elements is not even there to be like, Wolfie is live with this thing. Whatever, it's fine. Anyway, yes, everyone's been speedrunning Vacuous Sugar Quest. I think that's very cool. We have an actual page on speedrun.com. People have submitted their entries. And that's cool. Sheesh, don't worry, I already had a big head. This has just made it a little bigger is all. Is that the world record holder? Whoa, that's crazy. Welcome, Old Man Diabetes. My car broke down and I was sitting in an hour in Texas heat. Yeah, that sucks. Man, it's already summer. I had my my air conditioner was on. I turned it off because it's loud. And I feel like if I had the air conditioner on during my stream, it would be very bad audio. But it's not so hot that I need to have it on. It's just kind of like it would be a bit nice. Whatever, you know, sometimes streamers, they gotta sacrifice things for audio quality. Some people, they put themselves in like a box surrounded with like soundproof foam or whatever. Some people stream from a closet, which is apparently good for audio because the clothing absorbs all the echoes. but I do not do that. Imagine doing that like in summer when it's like really hot, and just like a very enclosed space. Welcome Denchi. Well, if he streams in a sauna, no, it's fine. One thing I am a bit afraid of though is that if it's so hot that my computer like turns off, because that does happen sometimes. We still have not figured out over the last several years why my computer sometimes just like restarts itself. If it is heat related, then maybe the restarts will be more common in the next few months. But whatever, it's fine. I cleaned it. I mean, I can see inside. It has like a glass case that I can see inside. I don't see really dust. And specifically because when I'm not using the computer, I cover it with a cardboard box. And I only use this when I'm streaming, so most of the time it is not exposed to things that might produce dust. Maybe like 2.5 hours per day, 3 hours per day on the days that I stream. Handflow's here. Did I welcome? I saw you wave and I don't know if I welcome you. Not only does it look more round, but the text is now thin. Just bigger overall. They also decreased the padding. We just talked about Paddington, and yet Twitch removed the ton of padding. Am I right, guys? Haha, so true. Paddington, more like they've removed a ton of padding on the Twitch website. Gamers, right? Sometimes the power supply fan can get dusty too. I don't know if that's what would cause things to shut down. Yeah, I don't really know. The fans are definitely working properly, because sometimes when I play some Unreal Engine games, the fan spins like really heavily, and I can tell that it's working. Denchi says, I want to record a proper run of your game, but I keep getting at least one embarrassing choke. I mean, you could do it. It doesn't need to be like world record. As long as, you know, there's not that many entries on there, you could simply just... Here, I'll even link it. Go to the speedrun website. Sub 11. Wait, they do speedruns for Bloons? Bloons Tower Defense? Has Vax submitted her run? Yeah, it's there. It's like the 2-hour run. Vacuous Sugar Quest 2025. Look at this, we got... I mean, Altscop is not really the world record holder. I mean, he is, like, confirmed right now, but Cactus has not submitted their latest one. But okay, he is still for now, until it is approved and submitted. And then these are the all Clovers %. Yes, you could submit your own. Welcome Chicken Coop Enjoyer as well. Anyway, fun times. I've been fixing bugs. I got an 11.13 one recorded, but I don't want to submit it. Why not? Why would you not submit it? Can't believe this guy. Second place. I was first until today. I mean, this wasn't even like a real attempt. This was me making excuses. This was my stream when I was explaining things. I specifically did things that I would not have done in a real run, such as like checking the snow area to explain it. I stopped for some places and I was like, oh, by the way, this thing is like blah blah blah. In a real run, I would have simply kept going. But you know, 20 with 19 minutes, that's pretty decent. It's because I died 4 times in a really easy room. It happens sometimes. You just look at this. Do you see this positioning of the thumbnail of the logo? And me in the game. It matches perfectly. Wow. Anyway, look, it was submitted. It was verified by the real Vacuously. We got the moderators. 2 of 3 moderators are in the chat right now. This run is invalid because there's stream elements obstructing the game. That's not in the rules, Hamflow. No one said specifically in the rules. Also, this says expected latest version 1.17, but actually the latest version is like 1.110. And there's been people still running on 1.17, even though I fixed some bugs. Vacuous Sugar Quest. It's right there. I checked the audio and it's splice. I think I did pause during the run. But there's no rules against pausing because it's using the in-game time. Anyway, so I do have a list of patch notes now. It is what? The version, what did I say? I don't even know. Okay, we got things that I've changed since last time. So this is the state of the game the last time I streamed it. And then this one is after the last stream when I implemented a bunch of fixes. I removed a spike in that one crate pushing room that was unnecessary. And I request a feature a button in the pause menu to restart the current run? That's crazy. I mean, I guess that would make sense. I could have that button show up if speedrun timer is enabled, perhaps? Because, you know, I would imagine that... But what if you do it by accident? Should there... Okay, there could be like a confirmation. Like, are you sure you want to restart? And it'll work. And then I try to fix some bugs. Also, in the newest version, you know how like in the beginning of the game, sometimes you can jump around before the timer starts? I have removed that because I feel like it is a bit strange that you could move even before the timer has started. So that's not there anymore. But I guess if you are running on 117, you still have access to that. That'll save like 0.1 seconds or something. That could be the difference between like world record. I don't know. At this point, probably not. It saves frames. Welcome, Tiny. Is that Tiny? The third place, soon to be fourth place? Actually, no, you'd still be third place, right? Because Cactus would be first and third. I don't know. Would I patch out speedrun skips? Probably not. Unless it was like really, really game breaking. I don't know if you noticed, but at the start you can spam jump. Yeah, I removed that. I removed that one. Because I feel like it goes against the spirit of the speedrun timer. Because otherwise, then the timer would not represent actual movement. Like, it's not when you're actually in control of the game. But it's there. I want to know how many skips you put in deliberately. Not really any of them. Anyway, we added some... Oh, I also added a new thing where... this is not even really a web fishing stream anymore. It's just me talking about game dev. Is anyone even joining? No. Okay, I added a thing such that... this is not for speedruns. This is for casual playthroughs. When you're collecting clovers... once you reach the snow area, instead of just saying, oh, I should make sure I'm done with whatever I wanted to do, it's gonna say, like, it'll say that, and then it'll say, oh, I think I saw, like, 5 clovers back there that I didn't get. And then there's more of an obvious number, so you're not just like, oh, how many do I need? 10? 5? And then when you actually go back and you get them, it'll say, I think I saw, like, 4 more around here. And then you get the next one and it'll be like, oh, I think I saw 3 more until you get the last one. Then it'll say, I'm finally ready to go. So, you know, that's good for first-time playthroughs. Because, you know, we as players, we all know the number. But people that start, they're like, I don't know, they're like, did I miss another one? I don't even know. Can't wait for the Summoning Salt history video. True. It'll be true. Just wait until you see what we found later today. What is it? Did you break the game again? Is there another broken thing? I've also added the version number in more places. It used to only show in the main menu, like on the title screen, but now it also shows on the file select and also in the ending credits if speedrun timer is enabled. Oh yeah, also the extra dialogue about how many clovers you missed. I did not add the extra dialogue if you skipped all the clovers. So this will not affect speedrun. Yeah, I would assume that if you missed all clovers when getting the gliding ability, you probably are intentionally skipping them. And so I've not included extra dialogue there. It's cloverless, but it is the same dialogue that was there before. Anyway, there's many things. Can't wait to get home to actually try it. What? It broke something else. I've not seen any comments on the Discords. I guess I'll take a look. Is it game breaking? Does it save minutes? Dozens of seconds, perhaps. Here's Last Abaco. Secret Strengths. This seems like a fun game to speedrun. Almost wish I were a speedrunner. Well, what's stopping you, though? Can't you just do it? This game is only like, what, 10 minutes to beat? Or 20 if you're like me. 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm not even a speedrunner, but I have... I had a record. I was number 1, and now I'm number 2. Anyway, it's cool though. A lot of strats you can employ. A lot of things. What's the point in trying if I won't win? The satisfaction of having number? Actually, wait a second. That's bad because people usually like seeing number go up, right? The human brain is like, oh, number go up, that's good. But speedrun is like the opposite. Isn't that kind of strange? Doesn't that say a lot about society? People often love to see number up. Speedrunners don't like it. They're like, oh no, the number is going up. That's bad. Welcome, Neo Zero. I'm far too impatient and frustrated by having to reset several times. Yeah, but what if I made it really easy to reset? You know, I'm gonna put a to-do in my game ideas. Or not game ideas. For this game. Denchi's suggestion of adding a reset run button. To do add reset run option in menu. Okay, it's gonna be there. Number of times saved is going up. That is also true. Possibly also true. Speedrunning. Play hundreds of hours of a game to play as little as possible. Yeah, it's like real life. Sometimes, you know, in life you see an artist and they draw something like amazing in like 2 minutes. It's because they spent years, possibly, getting to that point. Speedrunning is pretty much the same thing. It's literally the same thing, if you think about it. You think it would be possible to make a speedrun version which completely cuts out dialogue? No, because the dialogue does not take that long. You can skip the intro cutscene. The starting lines are only like 2 text boxes. When you collect an item, that's like 2 or 3 text boxes. The time save would be like 1 second at most, probably. In-game time anyway, text boxes pause the timer. No, only the starting timer. Sorry, only the starting text box does not have the timer running. But the items that you pick up that have text boxes, those do not stop the timer. But you can, it's easy because once you press the jump button or the text advance button, you don't have to wait for the text to like finish. It'll like auto finish it for you. You just press it twice and it's there. But yeah, it's not that big a deal, I think. But you know, that's life. Sometimes things are just that way. Also, there's like one person who like asked for the ability to remove controller support optionally. Because I guess sometimes people, they have their controller plugged in, but they're like, oh, actually, I don't want to unplug my controller, but it's like drifting or something. Can you like add an option to like disable controller input? I was like, that seems like an okay suggestion. But then I feel like this person does not actually play the game. When I looked at his profile, I noticed that's all he does. He just goes to different games and says, can you disable controls? Can you disable the controls? Can you disable a controller? So I was like, is this like a real problem that people have? I feel like if it's like a real problem, you would simply just unplug your controller. But he has in fact left many many responses about controller support being disabled. An image of him using a controller. A Windows version. Is there you know, a lot of things. Also welcome Piss. Car ready, he's gonna go speedrun so fast. He is playing the game? I don't know, maybe. I mean, I guess he runs a website about games that work well with controllers or something. But I mean, I guess it would be useful to have. I just feel like this is not something that I consider. And then when I looked up, like, Godot disable controller optionally, there was like another person who had a GitHub thread that was like, this one, right? One of these? No. There's like one thread where someone was like, every time I release a game that has controller support, there's like dozens of people saying, can we disable controller support? Let me try to find the actual thread. And I was like, oh, I guess this is like a real thing that people actually want. Let me try to find that thread. Godot controller disable input. Disable input. Add convenient function to ignore. Yeah, this one. See, every time I release a release with controller support, there's always at least a dozen players who complain about the inability to disable controller input. They have a steering wheel attached or a few controllers plugged in, some of which are drifting. For whatever reason, they don't want to unplug them. and apparently, like, it's kind of annoying to disable. Welcome, Namington. Have a good day, Hemp. Welcome, Visarion. Would you like the roundness or double and give it to the next person? I mean, I have to deal with the roundness. It's not like, I mean, I guess I could write custom CSS that disables the roundness, but I feel like it's fine. It's just different. Let's see. One Hit Kill is a game I played during Steam Next Fest. I really like One Hit Kill. A lot of games that I did not get to play. Anyway, like, apparently it's like kind of annoying to disable all controller input, especially with the way that my controller input is handled. And specifically, like in the ending cutscene, I remove the player's controller input so that they can't move the character during the cutscene. I don't know, a lot of hacky stuff in my game that I would need to fix to get this to work. So I'm like, it's probably not worth fixing this, at least for now. Roundness, yeah, the buttons on twitch.tv are round now. That's what the comment was about. There's a reply from that guy to the game that you played. Anyway, we got some comments. Look at this. People are playing the game. Denchi, whoa, is that the real Denchi? The guy who made VTube Studio and Paimon Particle Demo. The foggy window shader texture and live 2D lighting demo. Nezuko-chan animation. We're gonna stalk Denchi's comments. Whoa, is that the guy? Can't even remember them not being round. I mean, they were always rounded slightly, but they were not so round. They're just like a little bit round. And then someone actually posted their Let's Play. That's cool, right? And then there's Altscop. So this guy agreed. I used to love Wolfie, but then there's like no, like, what does he mean used to? Is it because now that I made this game, they hate me? I don't know. Can't talk about me. Oh, I can't believe it. He's mid-run. Is that the real Vacuously? Anyway, good times. 4 minutes. What was your run going well? What if I just stop talking about Denchi? Interesting reviews. They're all good reviews. Okay. If someone who played the entire game, surely they're still a fan. Imagine playing the entire game, getting all clovers, and being like, I hate this guy. 389 deaths. I got him. Nice guy. Oh, someone's trying to join. Zeb. Is this Zeb? Zeb underscore 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 underscore? Or a different Zeb? You have to show yourself in the chat so that I know it's you. Okay, that is you. Okay. Now that's like 7 underscores. It's like 20 underscores. Anyway, what else do I have to talk about? I don't know. Nothing. It's pretty much nothing. There's nothing else happening besides the weather. The fact that it's really hot. The fact that I was punched. Destroyed. But yeah. Things out there happening. What else do I have in my like list of things I need to fix? That's pretty much it. There's like not too much else. Or is there? There's still some bugs, such as when you push a crate against a wall, but like not directly next to a wall, you jump over there, sometimes you can get stuck. But I think that's fine because you can just reset. It's not that big a deal, you know, the player is not like permanently stuck. But, you know, I don't even know how I would fix it. Because there's so many ways that you can get stuck. And then I think I fixed the bug where like if you delete your save file and immediately start a new one, sometimes it'll like preserve your power-ups. Now it should actually delete the power-ups. I think the issue was because I was setting the value, it was being passed by reference rather than being actually cleared. If this makes any sense. Programmers, you understand this? If I had my default value be a dictionary, and I was updating that dictionary, but then when I was resetting, I set it back to the default, but then the default itself was just a reference rather than like a value. I was simply the default, I was overriding the default. So when I think I set it to be empty, it's actually setting it to be what it already is. I'm gonna keep my power-ups. You can't though, it's actually illegal. It goes against the Geneva Convention. Exactly. Speaking of Geneva Conventions, what about Off-Kai Expo? That was a convention that happened. It was not in Geneva, but it was a convention. What was that like? Anyone go? I know Cole went there. Cole left a comment in the chat at the beginning. He's probably gone by now. But there's people that went. I saw people posting things on Twitter. Like, hey everyone, I'm at Off-Kai Expo. Please sign my VTuber standee or whatever. That's cool. You know, Chocojax was there. He sold various arts. When will the Kai be on? It's literally right now. Did you know that Off-Kai simply just means a meeting offline? Where on-Kai is what we're already doing. Meeting online. It's literally, it's just a term in Japanese culture. Off-Kai. I've had, you know, Off-Kai is simply, you're like, these people that you know from the internet. You are finally meeting up with them offline. That's Off-Kai. But now, you know, I feel like people that are not familiar with the terminology, when they hear Off-Kai, they'll just think of the convention. So maybe when they go to Japan, and then, I don't know if this will happen, they go to Japan and then they see, you know, their Japanese friends talking about Off-Kai, you're like, whoa, what the Off-Kai? I've been there. But they're like, no, you don't get it. It's just a generic term that just means meeting offline. But I know, and you all know now. Okay, now you can be superior to people. You can say, actually, did you know that Off-Kai is just a generic term? Specifically Off-Kai Expo that you're talking about. It's the convention. And on-Kai is what's happening right now. Fishing. We're literally fishing out here. Anyway, we have to find a game to replace this one. Web fishing has overstayed its welcome. It's a dead game. No one cares about it anymore. I feel like I talk about this on every web fishing stream. Literally, no one cares. I think maybe I should make a new one. I should make a new game. One that can be played online. That can replace web fishing. I thought Onkai was a gacha game. Onkai. The gacha game? Oh, Honkai Star Rail? I see. No, I understand. It took me some time to think about it. Still haven't caught my golden manta. Why don't you get the golden fishing rod? What about Peak? Isn't that like a multiplayer game though? Isn't that friend slop? I like how that's the term now. Now, I know people don't like the term, but when you say it, people immediately know the type of game that you're talking about. It's a funny term, but I think it makes sense. People know what you're talking about. Right, isn't it Peak game? I've seen several people that I follow play it, but I've never actually watched. So I don't really know what the actual game is about. 1 million copies sold? What the heck? Fish slop. Yeah, multiplayer slop. Climbed a mountain. As opposed to most games being enemy slop. No, there's like roll slop. Roll slop is like Dark Souls. Souls-like games are roll slop. There's parkour in this game. Oh, Landfall Games. They made a totally accurate battle simulator. They made that other one, Content Warning, right? They made that one. They made a bunch of games. But I don't know. I've never actually... Because I feel like I don't usually watch collabs that often. I don't know. Landfill, because that's where their games belong? Denchi, you can't be saying that. I can't believe this guy. Don't they know this game is Peak? You're dissing this game and he doesn't even know that it's Peak. It's literally in the name, okay? Well, if you won't even be in a collab, I was in a collab, literally with like people that were here. 2 of the 3 people, they're literally in this chat right now. And also others. This game is really good though. Peak? I don't know. It's not. Is it really like a Wolfie Core style game though? It would require collaboration, and then it's like a game that I would only play once. It is not. It is not what? What did I ask? I forgot. It is not Peak. Yeah, it's not Wolfie Core, right? It's Friend Core. Imagine having friends. I have friends. I have so many friends. You would not believe how many friends that I have. I have literally dozens that I don't talk to, but I'm still friends with them. Because that's how friendship works. Is that you might not talk to them often, but when you do, it doesn't feel like any time has passed. And that's my friendship. People that I've not talked to really that much in years, but if we ever needed to, I'd be like, yeah, it's totally fine. Sometimes you have this thing where it's like, oh, I know this person, but I haven't talked to them in a long time. Is this still alright to ask them, blah, 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 blah. I feel weird asking. No. For me, I can totally rely on them. That is the type of friendship that I have. A game you need friends to play. Yeah, imagine having... It's crazy. Friend slop. I have ones of friends. That's like multiple. That's literally multiple. It's right there. But that's cool though. Cool. You know, it's like one of those games where if I bought it... I'm talking about Peak, by the way. One of those games where if I bought it, it would be like a game that I would maybe play once and then never touch again. Kind of like how I played Clubhouse Games 51. No, I played that twice. I played it. I collabed with 2 people on that game, so that was maybe worth it. I just saw that the difference between my first run and Wolfie's All Clover run is almost an hour. Yeah, that's because I know the game, though. It's because I literally made the game. I feel like I would want to play Phasmo once. I also don't understand the appeal of Phasmophobia. I've talked about this before. I've seen people play it. I've watched several collabs. When I see that game being played, I'm like, I don't really understand why this is fun. But I guess people are really into it. It's just, I don't know. I don't get the appeal, but other people do. Does anyone even understand games? What if my next game is like a 3D game? You know, I've done, you know, pixel art game. What if next game is 3D? I learned 3D modeling. I make some low poly characters and environments. I learned how to use height maps and terrain editing tools. And then I simply just make a game in 3D. That's right, Vacuous Sugar Quest 2. It's going to be a 3D. It's going to be like Super Mario 64. If it was good. Wolfie Souls-like? No. Never. I don't know, maybe. It's like a genre of game that is possible and that people enjoy sometimes. Vacuous Sugar Quest 2, but it's like Dark Souls. Like after she has had too much sugar, there's like what is even the Dark Souls lore? She becomes like the Lord of Sugar, and then I don't know, then she's cursed because she has too much sugar, and then there's like another being that has to like overtake her because something about I don't know. I don't even know. Cycle of life and death. Yeah, there's Celeste 64, which I have also not played. It was on my list of games to play from like 2 years ago. I never actually got around to. But I also don't really need to learn 3D modeling exactly, because you know there are those games that have like 2D sprites in a 3D world. Kind of like, wasn't there that game like Nico, Here Comes Nico or something? It's got like 2D sprites in the 3D world. Yeah, like this. I could learn maybe to just model like 3D backgrounds. And then just have like 2D sprites in the world. Yeah, Doom as well. It's also true. There's many options. Paper Mario. Yeah, Papered Mario. A lot of options there. Also, welcome Metal Deer. But yeah, I don't know. I still need to think of like what game I want to make next. There's options. I still have like that fishing thing. What's it called? A-Sprite. Let's open up A-Sprite. Fishing animation. This one I could maybe use for something. I don't really know yet. There's other things to consider. I think it'd be cool if I made like a web fishing replacement. I feel like it would be a very niche kind of game, but it could work. Snowflakey, I do not know who that is, unfortunately. The thing about these web fishing streams, I have to know who you are, because we have had situations in the past where someone who I don't know joins, and then they just do strange things. And they've ruined my trust in strangers. So I'm sorry, Snowflakey. Maybe you're a totally fine person, but the actions of others have ruined everything. So I kind of want to try my hand at a game now, but after fiddling around again, I think I will pull the online PvP Picross idea out of the backlog. Online PvP Picross. Are you gonna do Godot? You should learn Godot. I think that'd be cool. Can I not join? If you want to. You can in fact choose to not join. It's totally valid. I want to do Rust backend and become employable in Tokyo or something. I mean, it's not that hard. Okay, maybe it is kind of hard. I don't know. For me, it's not hard. If it was me, I would simply already know how to do it. It's actually so easy. I don't know. You could use Bevy. Bevy is like a Rust thing. You know, I feel like after learning Godot, I kind of like it better than if I were to write it in Rust. There's something about like the iteration speed, the fact that like the visual editor is like built in. Because when I was like writing stuff in Bevy, the compile times were kind of long. That's an issue with Rust sometimes. Compilation is long. It creates like a lot of large files, and it doesn't have like a built-in editor. So if you want to like edit hitboxes, you're literally like adjusting like values in your code. Whereas like in Godot, it's kind of nice to just like, you know, map out the level, move things around, have the hitbox position be automatically updated. And visually, you know, it's pretty nice. Anyway, maybe at some point I can try it again. That's the thing about like having made a one game, is that now that you have the context of that one game, you're like, okay, now I know what kind of things I can abstract out. Things that I'll need for every game pretty much. Title screen, credits menu, settings, licenses, controller rebinding, scene changing, scene transitions, bunch of stuff that maybe I should just make like a template project that has all these things built in, so that when I make another game I don't have to be like, oh, I'm gonna like, oh yeah, also text boxes and like, you know, the thing where it's like the text shows up after some time, sound management, stuff like that. I don't know, there's a lot of things that go into it. Like, you don't really think about it until like after you've made the first game. Also, like writing my character controller script in a way that I don't have to like remove keybinds manually. Like the thing where like when you're in a game, like I don't usually think about this. It's like when you're playing a game and there's like a cutscene and you're not allowed to control your character. Like that happens pretty often. Okay, maybe not pretty often, but like depending on the game, that is a thing that happens. And like you have to consider how to do that so that when there's a cutscene, your character isn't like movable. And so there are ways to do that. The way that I did it in my game is definitely not a good way to do it. It was very hacky. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. It's learning, you know? Out here learning things. And then if I'm gonna make another game, it has to be like themed on another VTuber, obviously. You know? If it's just about me, no one's gonna play it except you guys. Okay, the fact that if you make it about someone else, then you can like hijack their fan base to play your game. Isn't that cool? Be like, whoa, this guy made it, oh, we gotta play this game. And then there's like a built-in audience already. Life hack, just make fan games for VTubers. Guaranteed there's gonna be at least one person to play that game. If you just, also, I don't know, there's a cool thing. And people would be excited about it. But also part of it would be also like, I feel like people are less likely to play a game if they know it's a fan game, if they're not part of the fan base, right? Because like sometimes I'll see games and it's like, you know, a fan game for this VTuber or whatever, and I don't know the VTuber. It's like, do I really want to play this game? Surely there's like a lot of inside jokes that I don't get, right? But it's fine. But I have also played some fan games that, you know, for VTubers that I don't watch, and I enjoyed them. You make it only secretly a fan game. You just bury it in the credits. Be like, oh, actually, by the way, this is like it's like a VTuber. I will only play Toho fan games because I don't really like shmups. What about Cave? Did you tell Mint? Yes. I will not reveal the contents of the discussion because I do not talk about private messages. But we did mention it on the stream. We were like, does she know? I will not tell you whether she knows or not. I did receive a response. Wait, that's fan games. Good times. Classic gaming moments out here. What am I gonna do this stream? I don't even know. Web fishing. Imagine actually playing web fishing. People here actually playing web fishing. They're actually fishing. Well, anyway. What if I make a game today? Instead of playing web fishing, if I just make a game. This is one of the fullest lobbies. We do have 4 people. That is higher than usual. I feel like that's pretty nice. Does anyone get this thing where like when it's really hot outside, you feel like really tired? Or not specifically tired, but like my muscles feel sore for some reason. Like I feel like just I don't know what it is. Something about it. I also feel like I sleep better when it's really hot for some reason. Welcome Ranmu. What if you went fishing for real? That'd be too much effort though. Anyway, I've been sleeping like really well these past 2 days for some reason. Like when I wake up I feel like I've slept a lot. It's because of high magnetic fields from solar emissions. Is that real? Didn't we talk about this like 2 streams ago? Or two weeks ago? I feel like I'm dying when it's 90 plus. Yeah, I mean, it is pretty bad. But like, I don't know. No one really even knows, you know? It's life. There's people out there that think they know, but they don't actually know. Do you see Pecora is in Death Stranding 2? I mean, we already knew that, but there's been new footage of Norman Reedus customizing his room, and there's like a Pecora wallpaper that you can have. I saw this. I saw it as well. Isn't that wild? You think Norman Reedus even understands who Pecora is? You think he was just recording this and he was just like, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know who this Pecora is. Pecora. It's gonna be fun avoiding spoilers. But I feel like if you read about the spoilers, would you even understand it though? Because I feel like when I've even watched people play Death Stranding and I can't tell you anything that happened. I can't explain the lore to you. I can't be like, oh, actually, this is, you know, this is the chiral crystals. This is what this thing is. Oh, here's what the beach stands for. I don't even know. I watched 2 people play it. Hamflow and Vacuously. And I still don't know anything about Death Stranding. I know there's like a baby. I know there's like, I don't know, there's like a president lady or something. Maybe Kojima's very passionate explaining and now he knows. Possibly. Anyway. He is a huge fan of many things. Yo, what if he plays Vacuous Sugar Quest? Can we get him to play Vacuous Sugar Quest? Maybe Death Stranding can be a Wednesday game if I skip all the cutscenes. No, because then... Because there's like gameplay though. It's not all just walking. There's like, sometimes there's combat. Sometimes there's like... You gotta like pay attention to things. You know, it doesn't really seem... If they had a version of the game that was like just walking, maybe. But I feel like the lore, you kind of need to at least know some of it. It's like, I feel like if you ever like stream a Kojima game and you like skip all the lore, people will be upset. Right? Imagine if I finally played like a Metal Gear game and I just like talked over all the cutscenes or just skipped all of them. People would be like, oh, can't wait until he gets to this part. And then I get to the part and I'm just like, hey, the weather, oh, it's pretty hot. And they're like, he's not even paying attention. He doesn't even realize that Solid Snake, blah, 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 something, something. And then they'll cancel me. They'll be like, he doesn't even appreciate all the story that Kojima wrote. He doesn't even know that Ocelot's something or other. Spinning. Boring. Yeah, Choco Jackson's catchphrase. Boring. Anyway, who am I gonna make a game about next? I have to decide. I have to decide on like the type of game and also the VTuber or streamer to be featured in it. Welcome, Nutritious. Choco Jack's game. Hamflow game. Solely_channel game. I've been like trying to think like, because like Solely_channel has a theme where she's like delivering food and in space. So it's like, can I make like a game that is somehow themed around delivering food? Perhaps in a time limit? Perhaps like space? Nimi theme clone of Into the Breach. Well, I don't really watch Nimi's content that much, so I don't really know. I would not feel like it would make sense for me to make a game for Nimi. A rat simulator? Choco J dog simulator. There's some games. She made it sound like she really wants to make one in the replies on Twitter from what I saw. Wait, make what? She really wants to make one? Oh, the game? Oh yeah, no, she's had ideas for games. She had an idea for like a coin pusher game. Like Balatro, but like as a coin pusher. That sounds like a cool idea. Anyway. Ryan Florian. I feel like I've seen this name before. Have you tried to join before and I said can't? Because I still don't know you, so I will also have to decline this time. OMG, I love coin pushers. Yeah, I feel like I've not really played many games featuring coin pusher functionality. Collabs don't have to be live at all times. What? What collabs? Did I play Ratatan yet? No, and I've also not really considered playing it. I've never really played Patapon, which I think is the original game that it was inspired by. The spiritual successor of. You do know me? Not really. I feel like you only ever show up occasionally to web fishing streams to try to join. But like, I don't really know you. You could also work on a game with Sully if you wanted to. I mean, I could. But then I would have to, like, coordinate things. I would have to, like... You're like, hey, do you finish this thing? Oh, wait, no, she does art. I guess maybe if I needed art for a game. I don't know, there's options. But then, like, what if the game is bad, you know? Also, one thing that I don't really want to do anymore is, like, try to hide the fact that it's a fan game. Because, like, when I was making the Vacuously game, I had to, like, make sure, because, like, she sometimes tunes into the streams. And I had to, like, try to, like... Because, like, I did not draw the character art until I was done with everything else. And that was specifically because I wanted to avoid spoiling it. But I feel like that was a bit much. And then, like, I didn't stream any of, like, the last, like, 3 weeks of me developing it. Because, like, the character art was in there. We were, like, changing, like, titles and all that. The grand reveal was delicious. I guess there is like a benefit to it, because then it's like, what the? It's a game about me? I don't know. Denchi doesn't know her. He doesn't even know the protagonist of Vacuous Sugar Quest. Also, I should drink water. It is 6 p.m. But you know, it's like, it's hot outside. We're out here drinking a lot of water. As we should be. Okay, it's hydration time. Okay, I've hydrated. It's kind of funny that my first exposure to VAC was that I really want a PNG tuber from the person that did hers, and thus saw her PNG tuber on the Twitter of that artist. So true. I actually was recommended her stream like a long time ago, back when she was living in Japan, and like I think I clicked into one of those. I feel like there's a lot of streamers that sometimes they show up in my recommended, and I don't actually watch them, but I am aware that they exist. And then maybe like some time later I like tune in and I'm like, oh, maybe actually I'll watch this person. It's been several, probably. Talk about how like, I think the first time I saw Mint Phantom stream was her graduation stream. And then I was like, oh, this seems cool. Too bad she's graduating. And then she ungraduated, so everything's good. But back then, that was like the one thing I knew about her, was that she was graduating. And then I found out that I actually knew her before, but that's like a different story. Yeah, it's good times out there. Classic situation online of VTubers. The same thing happened with like, but you know, speaking of streamers that I was aware of but did not actually watch, but they always showed up in my recommended, like Alyss. I would always see her in like the sidebar. I would never actually tune in until that one time she was playing Dark Souls 2. And then I was like, oh, these emotes are cool, I guess I'll follow. Stuff like that. Maybe there's someone who always sees me in their recommended and they're like, who the frick is this guy? And then they don't actually tune in, but then like one day they're like, okay, maybe I'll finally, he's playing like a game that I care about, maybe I'll actually, you know, tune in or whatever. And then they're like, whoa, this guy's pretty cool, I guess I'll watch all his streams now. Alfie Mint Phantom game would be pretty nifty. But she has like so many games though, right? So many. Actually, I don't know. Are there? I feel like there's like some game jams sometimes for like indie VTubers. I remember that time when I played like that spider VTuber, Amiya Aranha or whatever. She had like a game jam where people made games, and I played one of them, and it was pretty fun. Surely, there's like other streams. She's so cool. There's another one right now. Is anyone participating? You think someone would participate who doesn't even know who she is? June to July. True. So true. Welcome, Prods Zapod. Hello. I started watching her streams more after I realized how Omega based she is. Who? Amiya? Or Mint? Or Vac? Amiya? Now what do you mean by Omega based? Doesn't she do like programming or something? Of some sort? That's why game jams are relevant. Something like that. What's her lore? Liquid Cake says that he watches her, decided to take a proper look. Programming is Omega based. Or is it cringe? Do you think it's actually cringe? She's been doing game coding and also some electronic. Yo, what kind of is it? Godot? Is it Unity? Is it Bevy? Always Game Jam, but never Game Jelly. I'm pretty sure there is probably a game jam called Game Jelly. Game Jelly. Candy Crush Jelly Saga. Game Jelly, Game Jam. Yo, welcome Raiders. Hello, Soy Milk. What are you doing? Shout out, Soy Milk. Makers and crafting, making silly magnets and playing. Your message has scrolled past the screen. And playing with an excavation kit. I hope it was good. I don't know what exactly that means. Were you like putting things in dirt and then like getting the magnets to get the things out of the dirt? I don't know. Maybe. Welcome John Cypher, welcome Tin Fox, welcome Ikatono, and Rex Arata, and Tox Cubed, and Soy Milk, and Robert Brown. We're drilling the dino, what the? And also welcome 99D9, and Delicious Smile. A dinosaur. What were the magnets though? What happened with the magnets? What were those for? They were separate. Okay, I kind of thought they were like the same thing, but they were not the same thing. Welcome Azrael as well. I need a command, a game command? No, I don't. Anyway, hello Raiders, I am web fishing, and by web fishing I just mean I'm just yapping. Here's me. I'm gonna show my video game, guys. I made a game. It's on speedrun.com. You can play it right now. It's free. It's literally free. You can go on the website itch.io. It's a platformer. You're like, whoa, what the? This looks so cool. Whoa, you should totally check. It's a fan game. It's actually my first game. We were talking about like programming and making fan games. Because that's the thing. If you're gonna make a game, you gotta like base it on like a streamer, so you're guaranteed to get someone to play it, even if it sucks. They're gonna appreciate it. You're like, whoa, someone made a game for me, and then they're gonna play it. And their fans are like, whoa, this game is so cool because it's like themed around someone that I know, and then we're gonna speedrun your game or whatever. Look at the country distribution. We got USA, we got Norway, we got Poland and Ireland and UK and Germany. Wait, Zoe's on there? Did you just submit your speedrun today? Your avatar is of Jigglypuff? Main character looks different now? Yeah, it used to be like a bald person. A whole live clone of Heroes of Might and Magic 2 or 3. I don't know anything about that game. That's cool. Vac approved it. Literally the vacuously from the video game Vacuous Sugar Quest. Is out there approving games for real. This is my profile picture for a long time. The Jigglypuff. Are you a fan of Jigglypuff? Is that your favorite Pokemon? Try Heroes of Might and Magic 2. Great content. I don't know if I would enjoy it. But I know there is one chatter who's often here who's always like a fan of Heroes of Might and Magic 2. Tag Barrel Storage, specifically. I would enjoy. I don't know if I would. Actually, I don't even know like what the game is. Heroes of Might and Magic. Welcome Akuma no Tsubasa. That was because I consider myself an annoying person and wanted some representation, like as Jigglypuff. I don't know what kind of game. It's like a strategy game. Turn is like an RTS. It's probably not an RTS. It kind of looks like an RTS, but I don't know. It's probably not. But just looking at it, this does not seem... Oh, it's turn-based strategy. Now, I don't know if this is necessarily something that I would enjoy. But I do know that people enjoy it. Tag likes the third game better. Oh. I don't know. I guess we have a lot of fans in the chat. It's like I feel like I never hear anyone talk about it though. How many of your fans love it? I don't know. We could do a poll. People could just say, like, I love this game. This game was my childhood, or whatever. I'm down to try it eventually. Is that your next stream? Maybe game development, though. You should all make a game. I think that'd be cool. You can get your favorite streamer to install a virus. Hey streamer, I made a game about you, and they're like, whoa, what the? I'm going to play it right now. And then actually that game corrupts all their files. Installs malware on their systems. That's it. That's how you do it. Yeah, keylogger. Welcome Tin Fox. And then it's going to be like, oh no, no, don't worry about the don't worry about the virus warning. It's just, you know, because I didn't sign my game, you know. It's like a lot of effort to sign a game. Whatever. Welcome Bunzel channel. Making a game that just renames all their files to chat emotes. No, it's going to be very subtle. It's going to be like, they don't notice until years later. Also, welcome Classic Carabelle. Could I welcome Slime Holder? Have you been here? No, you've been leaving comments, and how did I forget? Streamer doesn't even remember. I can't believe this. When chatter does not say anything for 5 minutes, he wasn't even here. I can't even believe this. Anyway, yes, good morning to you. For gore. He's out here for goring all the time. Anyway, okay, game ideas though. If you could make a game, yeah, actually, if you could make a game, what would it be? If you had any game ideas that you were like, oh, I should make this. If only I had like the skill. If only I had the artistic ability. Because, like, I mean, I did not know anything about pixel art when I started this. I did not know Godot game development. And throughout the process, I did learn. And we had some people that were like, what the? This looks like real pixel art. It's crazy. I was like, yep. I have, in fact, learned. I want to make a fast-paced shmup. Doesn't have to be a shmup. And what is an arena game? Is that like a MOBA? Multiplayer online battle arena? I would make a fun game you can play with your friends. Like Peak. Like webfishing. All GPU procedural fractal terrain. I'm sorry, modern version of Magic Carpet. What is it? Shoot them down. Shoot them up. Shmup. I would make a board game or something board game-esque. Yeah. You could do it. I think the issue is like not having like an idea. That's like my main issue, is that I've wanted to get into game development, but I've never actually had an idea that was like, oh, I should totally make this. It's kind of just like tech demo ideas, like, oh, what if I did this? And then it's not really like a thing that I could spend months on, or even multiple weeks on. Until now, I've made a game. It was kind of shocking to me how easy it is to set stuff up with Steam networking. I kind of want to make something with it, but you did though. Literally VTube Studio multiplayer DLC. Yeah, right? What if you make a game? Yeah, you can make a game. What if you made a platformer game? What if you made a game featuring Akari? It's like a fun, I don't even know what kind of game. Platformer, adventure game, something. Nobody would play it. I would play it. Unless it was bad, but we know Denshi's software quality is good. It can never possibly be bad. Imagine Denchi making a bad software. Tech demo games are fun. Yeah, but like I like tech demos are fun, but I would like for there to be more of like a game, you know? Like I've done so many tech demos and it's fine. It could be better. Could totally be better. But anyway, it's life. If I harass Elgato to make an alternate camera to iPhones, how likely would you be to support it? Elgato alternate camera to iPhones? What the? You mean one that does like facial tracking? Like the iPhone camera thing? What's it called? Their Face ID? What's the market for that though? Wouldn't that just be VTubers? Now you might be like, oh, but VTubers are they're like a huge market though. But like, but also not. Is the next thing gonna be 3D? I don't know yet. I have not really decided on the next game. Don't really know. But maybe. It would be, but they had a booth next to the one I was at during Offkai. Elgato is there? I mean, I guess they do a lot of like streamer stuff. A lot of streamers are VTubers. So perhaps. Denchi wanted to visit the Gator booth. Yeah, but you were not even there. Think of all the VTubers, huh? If you had been like, actually, I'm actually the guy who made VTube Studio, they'd be like, whoa, what the? Is that Denchi? Denchi __ from twitch.tv. And then everyone would surround you and they'd be like, that's him. Can you add this functionality? And everyone would bug you about some feature they wanted. People would actively fly Denchi to Offkai? Yeah, they probably would. The sponsors would probably. If you were just like, hey, I would like to go, they would probably be like, what the? The developer of V2, of course, we'll pay for your ticket. You'll get stabbed? No. That would never happen. No one would ever get stabbed at Offkai Expo. Ever. Offkai Germany? Maybe. Offkai Europe edition, perhaps? Well, isn't there like V-Expo or whatever? Don't they already have like VTuber focused conventions in Europe? Also, welcome Props on Jack. Too much security this year for stabbing. Yeah, because if you stab someone, they'll have your they'll have your ID, you know? It's because Denchi is a blessed individual. Yeah, no one would ever stab him. There's V-Expo in Birmingham. If Germany, it should be in Saarland. But I've never heard of Saarland. It's not even a Saarland. Offkai Europe. What if they're already planning it? What if it's already, what if next year it's already a thing? It's not called Saarland in English? Then what is it called? Why would there be different names in different languages? That doesn't make sense. Everything is simply the English name. That's how it works. So they always, you know, they don't call Germany Deutschland or something. Everyone calls it Germany. All I know about Saarland is that it was occupied by France after World War I. Saarland is well, I've never heard of it. So if I've never heard of it, is it even real? No, the answer is no. It's literally not real. But what if it was? What if this mushroom was real? And it played the mushroom bounce sound effect from my video game. What I know of Saarland is that people meme it as Germany's Alabama equivalent. For what reason, though? Is it because of incest? Because when people talk about Alabama, it's because of that. Is that the implication? It is? Okay, I see. It has other names like Alemania in Spanish. That is a running game. Okay. Oh, that place. I wonder if that's like a common thing in all countries. Like, does every country have like one region that they consider like the incest region? Like in the US, it's like, you know, it's Alabama. Germany, it's like Saarland. Maybe if you're in Australia, they're like, oh, look at the people from here, they're always doing this kind of stuff. Likely. Something that I never, yeah, what is it? What is the incest region in your country? Japan, it's Osaka. Is it though? I've never heard that. 70% of all marriages in Pakistan are between first cousins. But is there like a region where that's like more common? Quebec? I don't know. Someone has probably written an article about it somewhere. Anyway, that's a thing. Yeah, also the region is too broad. You know, it's got to be like specific area. That's why everyone in Quebec speaks French. Because of incest? I don't think so. These regions are usually somewhat of a backwater. Is it because there's like no one lives there? Is that like a obscure region? Is that like Champagne where legally it has to be from the incest region or it's fake? What? What are you talking about? What does that mean? Also, you know one thing that I realized recently? Also, welcome ChocoJax. She shows up as we're talking about incest. What the heck? ChocoJax, the famed incest game player. What the? We were talking about how like there's regions with countries that people associate with incest. Like in the US, where like when we talk about Alabama, they're like, oh, that's, you know, sweet home Alabama. Apparently in Germany, Saarland is associated with incest. And then we're like, is that like a thing in every country? I don't know. And then you showed up. So that's, you know, it's relevant. Anyway, good time. What was I talking about? I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. Whatever, I don't know. Yeah, good time. Classic times out here. Always talking about stuff. Yeah, good thing no one watches this stream. Am I right, guys? Imagine watching a Wolfie stream. Cringe. Oh, I think one thing that I realized was that maybe my audio quality on my microphone is not as good, because I just realized that the sound from my headphones probably is leaking into the mic. Because I think this is a thing. Sometimes I take off my headphones and I'm like, man, that audio is like really loud. It's also open back headphones, so like it is definitely audible. You never notice. Maybe because there's like noise cancellation or whatever. Maybe like maybe it sounds fine, but it like noise cancellation or like echo reduction or whatever causes my voice sound to not sound as good. I don't know. You can turn off your headphones for a second and see if we notice a difference. Okay, what if I mute the... Well, it should be like if I mute the audio, right? Because then, like, does this sound clearer compared to usual? Because now... Okay, what if I move my headphones farther away? Like, does this sound any higher quality? No difference? Alright, then maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it's actually entirely the same. I put my headphones back on, I turn the music back on. I can't tell. Alright, so maybe it's fine then. But I do notice when I take off my headphones, it's like it sounds so loud. Okay, maybe it depends on the song. So like, this song is not that loud. But I remember when I was playing Vacuous Sugar Quest and I like took off my headphones to get my iPad, it sounded really loud. And I do remember that time when I did the Choco Jacks collab, where like when I was AFK, I didn't like mute my mic, and then people from her chat was like, I can hear an echo from Choco Jacks' like what she's saying. So I'm like, is that because my headphones are too loud? You can quickly glance at the volume meter in OBS. That is true. If I just stop talking... Oh, I guess it doesn't pick it up. No, okay, yeah, there's barely anything. I don't know. You should put your games on Steam. No, but it costs $100. That's the thing about Steam, it costs $100 to put things on Steam. I might be insinuating that Choco's too loud. No, it's because my audio is too loud. It's me specifically. I don't know. Denchi, you should put your games on Steam. When are you gonna release a game, huh? Like an actual game that is not VTube Studio. Sure, SM7B is supposed to be hard to drive. It's not even like, it doesn't even have a steering wheel. What are you talking? I know what you mean, but yes. Yes, it is. Host a game jam? No. It's too much effort. Denchi has a game, it's called VTube Studio NVIDIA RTX DLC. It's not a game though, it's a utility. It's not a condenser mic? Yeah, it's a dynamic mic. I know microphones. That is one type of microphone. Also, is that the German spelling of condenser? Are you telling me they put a whole hard drive in a hard drive? I find it quite easy. Actually, no, I don't know how to drive. So this joke would only work if I knew how to drive. Hard drive, I find it quite easy, actually. It's like I'm like the one person who cannot tell this joke. Imagine driving. Imagine steering. Welcome Ulch Chakar. Hello. Wolf is steer. You know, one thing that I want to do is rename my chatting emote. Because I feel like more often I just want to type. I want to search for typing rather than chatting. Chatting is like too specific, right? Should I rename it? Should it be typing instead? I feel like typing makes more sense. The Choco Jacks naming scheme of like having multiple keywords in it. Chatting, typing. SMH my head, no. Typing, smashing, chatting, chatting, typing. I did consider chatting, typing. Run a poll and then ignore it and rename it to typing. Cause like, but the thing is like, it would mess up your end of year metrics though. But I don't think anyone's using that emote enough for it to be in your top 5 emotes, right? Like, that's the thing. If you, also it kind of sucks that on Twitch you can't rename an emote. You have to like upload another one with like a different name and then like remove the old one. I could also wait. I did consider that. But it's such a long time. Yeah, I could do it at the end of the year. Punch might be better than fight. I feel like I often see fight more often than punch. Like fight, I think is a common term for it. When I search for punch, I don't think I have anything. Punch. The only thing I have is this one. Decided to buy a condenser microphone and it picks up everything outside my window if I open it. Yeah, that's why I didn't buy one, because It picks up too much stuff. You know, but for some people it does sound better. Punching, fight. What are these? Are they all also called fight? Punch, 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 punch. Got 3 punch, 0 fight. Okay, well, I don't have any. Okay, maybe I'll rename it to punch, fight. Fight, punch, fight, punch, punch, fight. Punch, 4 fights. Savinka has fight and punch? Is this Savinka? It looks like Savinka. I've never seen anyone with a fighting, but it's me, literally me. I think mine sounds bad and I have determined it's probably because my room needs more sound treatment. Yeah, I feel like also dynamic mics need less. It doesn't matter as much how bad your room is, because it really only picks up the sound right in front of it. Fighto does not count, but it's got fight in it. You have no fight emotes? What about now? This is where someone gifts you an emote. Oh, what about now, huh? Whoa, it's crazy. Hey, what's that? I also have, that's a global one. I don't know what that one is promoting. What is that emote? Fever Fighter. Waiting for a streamer with fighting dreamers and it's them Naruto running. Remember that. Remember Naruto running to Area 51. I remember. Anyway. What is that? A spin? Is that a washing machine? What is that? What is that supposed to be? Good times. Also, wait. About mic quality? I was like, is it... When people who have SM7Bs, how do they... especially for VTubers, how do they position the mic so that it's not like blocking their face? So like currently I have mine like by... like slightly off center, like at an angle. But then I feel like maybe that's not the best audio quality. I feel like when I see most people use it, it's like below, like directly in front of them, like this. It's also like closer to their mouth, their mouth. Better camera positioning. I mean, I feel like my room is dark that like maybe it kind of doesn't even matter. Because I feel like when I watch my VODs, I note that my VTuber like mouth movement does not actually match what I'm saying half the time. Like, okay, sometimes it does, but it's like a bit twitchy. Oh, twitchy, he's literally on the right website for that. You are so correct. This is in fact twitch.tv. If you have a lot of background clutter, it will mess with tracking too. Yeah, but I'm on like webcam. How's my lighting? Probably not good, honestly. My light source is actually behind me, which is probably not what you want, especially when it gets later in the day. You know, some people, they have a ring light. Sometimes they have the light in front of them. I feel like my room is not that well lit. But it's like to the point where my eyes adjust to it. Like I'm sure, like sometimes I take photos and it's like darker in my room than I expect it to be. But then like in my head, I'm like, this is what I'm used to. It's totally normal. It'll mess with webcam tracking specifically. I've seen people with posters get ignored for the poster. I do have a Vocaloid Gumi poster, but I feel like it doesn't track that one. A light diffuse, yeah, but then it's so bright though. It's lit, fam. It is so lit. It's literally lit, fam. Do people still say that? Are people still saying it's lit? Like unironically? What's like the new slang? Alternatively, play games that flashbang you? It does happen sometimes. But I would not. Peak. That's the new slang. That's not new slang. Peem. That's the new slang. But there's got to be something newer than that. I'm gonna get some lights in front of me and spend the whole stream like Wolf is sus. Me when scream. Me when the stream. Peem is fairly new. Yeah, but it's been there for like months though. Surely in the span of the past few months, there's been like new slang, right? Gold teeth and a curse for this town were all in my... What? Is that a thing that people say? Is that the new hit slang? Can we invent the new hit slang? Hey guys, it's... Yeah. That's it. That's the new slang. Hey guys, it's yeah. Can we get this trending? I don't know how they... What are you talking about? What is bro waffling about? Even. What if the new slang is it's a wolf. It's wolfin. Yo, this song is totally wolfin. Whoa, this game, it's wolfin. Whoa, that means it's good. That's the new slang. Start saying it around all your friends. They'll be like, what does that mean? You're like, oh, you wouldn't understand. You would have need to be there to understand. They don't even know wolfing. Waffling? Aren't you more like wolfing? Waffling? Waffle iron? This guy's punching me. Bro is punching me. Wolfusing. Is that a Choco J dog? What the? Choco J dog real? But missing some legs? Good job with the dog. Choco J dog. If you were to make a video game that had Choco J dog, what kind of game would it be? Choco J dog game. What if it was a dog platformer? I don't know why you can't see the legs. It must be like some kind of like desync issue. Web fishing sometimes has bugs, you know. That's it. That's how it is. A dog souls? What if it was a roguelike deck builder? Dog. Featuring dog. What if I heard that like Vampire Survivor like games are kind of easy to make? All you have to do is like draw a bunch of enemies and have the same I don't even know. Something. One of those locate the thing games. Find hidden object. But those feel like so much effort. You gotta like draw an entire scene. Speaking of emotes, okay, is it time to identify emotes? That's Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know many of these. That's KK Cyber, that's Ilya. That's Merryweather? I feel like I've seen the Glorp one. This one, is this Yuffie? It's not Yuffie, right? It can't be. That's Yuku. I do not know what that is. I don't recognize most of these. Is that Maya? I know Maya. I recognize Crumroll. That's Berry Bug right there. That one is that Neppy Nep? And Soya Poya. The other ones, I don't know. Welcome the 0x539. It's easy to make, but the difficulty to master is how well you can make Danmakus. Yeah, I don't think I would make one of those because I'm not good at them. I don't think that's a genre that I enjoy playing. And if I don't enjoy playing it, I don't think I would want to develop a game for it. Something like that. Those are things. Is that Big Ham, Choco Jacks, Dofu Man? I don't know. I don't know who these ones are. That's Hamflow. That's Gitania. That's L:Q. That's I don't know who that is. I don't know who this is. That's me. That's Nini Yuna. Is that Yuzuki? Who's that? Who's that one? A game where you identify emotes? I feel like most people would not know them though. Like, do you think the average VTuber watches enough VTubers that they can recognize like a lot of these? I don't know. Oh, that's Yuno Nightingale, right? I know who that is. Is that who that is? It is, okay. I don't know. Is this? I don't know who this one is. What's that? Nefel7. Who's that? Who's this one? Nefel7. I do not know who that is. Roy X Wave. There's a lot of streams out there. Hidden object games are 90% art, the same way VNs are 90% writing. Yeah, you know what? You know what game? Hidden object game I'm looking forward to. Hidden. What's that thing called? Hidden Object Co. What was it called? Does anyone remember? Lost and Found Co. It's a good one. Remember when I played this one, the demo? The graphics were so good. And then I found out some of the developers are a fan of me. So that makes me want to play it even more. You know, what if they put a Wolfie reference in it? They're probably not going to, but like, what if they did? Wouldn't that be cool? But they're not going to. I wonder if this is the Wednesday game, but I guess not really. What, this game? Could be. Maybe. What do they know me from? VTuber fan art? Probably. So Friday, no, Friday is now like game development. Mondays and Fridays game dev. Or pixel art. Some kind of thing, perhaps. Anyway. That's cool. I feel like people, they'll get more respect from me if they were a fan of me before VTubers. It's like, oh, you're a fan of me because of VTuber fan? Of course, you know, that's the most logical thing. And then if they're like, oh, actually, I was like a fan of you in the Toho days, they'd be like, whoa, what? That was so long ago. And then I respect people the most when they were a fan of me in my Aikatsu era. Because no one watches Aikatsu. But if they were like, yo, I know you from Aikatsu art, I'd be like, finally, someone gets it. And then, you know, there's people that know me from Maple Story. People that know me from the Toho days, but not specifically for Toho stuff, you know, back when I had the daily Flash stuff. Also, welcome Abyss Hunted. Fishing on the web. This bro is fishing. What about people who are fans from streaming? That's cringe. No one would ever watch me and not know anything about me before. They all obviously, those people do not exist. And if they did exist, it would definitely not be Hamflow. He would definitely not exist. Is fan of Anime Bingo? Oh yeah, that's also a thing. I forgot about that. I was a fan of you from the Akari image bot, the Akari weather bot, from from Vacuous Sugar Quest. Actually, yeah, there are people that know me from Vacuous Sugar Quest now. That is true. From my game dev days. Oh, that's the game developer who made Vacuous Sugar Quest. I wonder if some of my university friends know you from iCats. Maybe. Are they fans of it? Because no one is ever a fan of Aikatsu in the West. I know you from VTubers, but then I found out you did Anime Bingo. There are a lot of people that are like, whoa, this guy made a VTuber. Sorry, made VTuber. He made anime bingo. Does it count if I only found you were the VTuber guy after watching the stream? Maybe. Possibly, I don't know. VTuber. Imagine being VTubers. Imagine watching VTubers. Finding streamers because they are VTubers or make art of VTubers. Or both. Yo, that's the web fishing guy. Bro, that's the pick cross guy. That's the crossword guy. This is the guy who plays crosswords on Saturdays. Whoa. There's probably at least one person. No, there is at least one person who knows me from crosswords. Nessberg. They only show up when I play crosswords. Sometimes. Guy who discovers the guy he follows on GitHub streams. Yo, that's the guy who made oh, yeah, Granblue. I forgot about that. Granblue Raid Finder. That was a thing. That's the guy who made V2 Studio Rust library. Whoa, it's crazy. Wonder if anyone knows you from web fishing or pick cross categories. Yes, web fishing definitely. There are people that only show up when I play web fishing. They try to join, but then I say I don't know who you are, and then they say okay, and then they come back next week. I know a PNG tuber who does many crosswords. There are some. I feel like the only crosswords VTubers that I know are like myself and SE_channel. But she doesn't do them every week anymore. I don't think I've seen another VTuber do crosswords. So that's him. That's the guy who has that's the Amelia Watson. Well, okay. It's the Amelia Watson Minecraft Cubes guy. Whoa, it's crazy. That's the guy from oh, the Animal Crossing Tune Maker. That's the guy who made the Animal Crossing. I don't think I've ever caught you doing a crossword stream. I do them literally every week on Saturday. Do you just not tune in? Are you like busy on Saturdays? You don't tune in? Me being like a streamer, they don't even watch every single stream. What else? What else could people? Oh, that's the guy from the National Today scraping website. Oh, this is spoilers. Don't look at this. Spoilers for today. National Today. That's the guy from... That's the guy who forked Godot Git Describe, who made a pull request to add macOS support that was recently released. Literally recently. They hate Wolfie Saturday. People are so busy. I can't watch streams on Saturday. You know, people are typically busy. That's the Hatsune Miku Logic Paint streamer. That's the guy who made Niji En Pin. Exactly. That's the guy who made I don't even know. We not look at forked things. It's got to be sources. That's the guy who made die cuts. That's the guy who made none of these really matter. Can I run your Twitch raid log application? With the way the repository is set up, no, but you could copy the things. I've not indicated how to trigger this. You would need your own trigger. You would need to I have this connected to, I think there's a website called Pipe Dream, where you could connect it to Twitch events. It's like on Twitch raid, trigger this GitHub action with these arguments. It was kind of annoying to set up, but it works. But you could consider it. I don't know, you could write your own thing. Welcome, Baka Jam. I played Vacuous Sugar Quest. It was fun and quite challenging. Oh, I think I saw you tweet about it in the Vacuously hashtag. Thank you for playing it. It was good time. Good time. Hope you had fun. No, you did say it was fun. So inherently, you did have fun. That's the guy who configured Nix OS. That's him. That's the guy with the Nix package manager. Normal VTubers, hey, want to collab? CodeTubers, want to merge my changes. Do they say that? Is that a thing that they say? Game. I guess I could have a command for game. Oh, that's what you meant by game. I feel like I did not understand what you meant. Because usually when people have an exclamation mark game command, it's to tell, it's either to change the game category or to tell you what game the streamer is currently playing. That's what I thought you meant. I didn't realize you meant like a command to link the game that I made. I see. I want to write a simple Twitch bot. I guess I could poll the event myself. Exactly. I was playing it during stream, but my keyboard setup was making it harder tier. I should have used controller support. But for my video game, the video game that I made, that you could play right now for free on itch.io, available on web and PC and Linux if you use the correct version of Proton, and Mac if you have the source code and compile it from Godot. I didn't release it on Mac despite me developing it on a Mac because, like, apparently getting the correct certificates is really annoying on Mac, so I'm just not gonna do it. I have left and right on left hand near Z, and up and down on the right hand. What? Tell me, yeah, Denchi. Wouldn't it be so cool if you could like not have Mac support for VTube Studio? It would have been so much fun. Welcome, Always Pickled. I've seen you around. I feel like I've seen you post Moonybug emotes in some places. Notarization. Yeah, more like no. Am I right, guys? Simply don't do it. Linux support, you can just play it in browser though. And also Linux, you can just play it in Proton. I was told by someone that Proton, oh, for VTube Studio. No, apparently it works fine in VTube Studio. There are streamers who do it. There was Mikon the Mink uses Linux. If I could go back in time, I would never add Android and Mac OS support. Well, if Mac OS support was not there, then I would not be streaming with this, right? I would have to make my own software. I would assume the only thing that doesn't work is Spout 2. Spout 2 cast that thing to another video source. But it does work with NDI though. That's what I use. Unless someone maps Spout 2 to Pipewire DMX. Oh, you mean on Linux? Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they got it to work somehow. Maybe they just green screen it. I don't know. Yeah, when are you gonna add native Linux support to VTube Studio? Get on that. Don't you know everyone's switching to Linux? It's literally the year of the Linux desktop. Come on. Imagine not adding Linux support in the year of the Linux desktop. NYC election? Probably, but I did not pay attention. I probably should, but I just don't know. I don't really know what's happening. Now you're like, Wolfie, he doesn't even know. Shouldn't he care about local politics? Yes, I should. I got other stuff to deal with. such as streaming and web fishing and making a video game, you know? I can't be concerned with other things. Didn't that one guy win? I think I know which guy you're talking about. I have seen tweets. I don't know really. I don't feel qualified to speak on it. But that's a thing that happened. I have no idea. Yeah, didn't that guy win? Wasn't that guy? You know the guy. That guy. You know, the guy. Yeah, clearly it's that guy. Did they talk about the election in the office? No, because I didn't go to the office. It's like really hot. And I do have, so there's the thing where we only really have to go to the office 3 weeks of the month. And I have already done my 3 weeks of this month. And this was a good week to not go to the office because it's really, really hot. It would have been really bad if I had gone outside and, you know, I would have to walk and the sun is really hot. No AC. I have AC. I just mean like commuting to the office. I have like a walk to the train station. I have to walk to I have to walk to the train station, and then from the train station to the office, and like go grocery shopping. I don't know. A lot of things. Walk to a train. Walk to the polls. Am I right, guys? You think that would have been like a trending thing if it was happening nowadays? Yeah, how about you, Pokemon walk to the polls? Why are you? Am I right, guys? So true. So true. He was so correct for this. Welcome, Shiz21. That is how she could have won. Yeah, she was too late. No, she was too early. If Hawk-Tuah... Well, okay, so Hawk-Tuah has not been relevant in quite some time now. Did she ever come back from, like, the crypto thing? Is anyone, like, talking about her anymore? From what I got from random messages on social media, the one who got elected U.S. mayor. U.S. mayor? You're telling me the United States has a mayor for the entire country? Pokemon Walk-Tuah. Gathered people and went door to door. I mean, that is a thing that people do. The NYC mayor. Mayor, isn't that like a male horse? Am I right, guys? See the mayor race? The race for mayor? It's a nightmare. Am I right, guys? Nightmare, because like mayor sounds like mayor. I don't know. You could consider if the joke was funny. Here he goes again, talking about politics, bro. He's always talking about politics. Cannot stop saying things about the government. Knife time, a nightmare. Oh, is that a reference to Nimi Nightmare? I see. Nimi Nightmare. Isn't Nimi? Is Nimi, right? Nimi? Pronounced like Japanese, Nimi. Oh yeah, I should drink water. True, so true. I should in fact drink water. It is also quite hot. Alright, I am successfully hydrated. Whoa, streamer, congrats. Hey, what if everyone started doing that? If a streamer, like, drinks water, you just start saying congrats, start clapping. They'd be like, what's happening? They'd be so confused. It'd be such an epic prank. The next time a streamer you know drinks water, start clapping. Great job, streamer. I believed in you. You could totally do it. And then they do it, and you're like, whoa. It's great. Actually, for some streamers, that is actually a big deal. Some people, they don't drink enough water. And they buy like water bottles to help them, you know, throughout the day. They're like, okay, by this time of day you should have had this much water, stuff like that. So maybe in those cases it would actually be motivational. There's also people who dislike drinking water. What, Asmongold? That clip of him drinking water and then he was like, ugh, and then he drank soda afterward. What the heck, man? I still can't understand that some people like hate water. It's kind of like, what do you mean you hate water? It's literally just like you need it to live, right? Like they have to drink soda. That's crazy. Yeah, Denchi, what's wrong with you? Freaking Denchi, man. Cannot physically drink non-sparkling water. It's so gross and clear and watery. Can we cancel him? Someone write the Google Doc about Denchi and how he like hates water. Bro, don't you think about all water has done for you, huh? And this is how you repay it. Tap water, just filter it or like boil it. It's this a German thing? Sparkling water only is fine. It's German enjoyer of sparkling water. That's like a big thing over there. Bunzel said, if it's tap water, I can understand because with how nasty his house is, you know, those pipes are going to be horrific. Oh, Asmongold? No, he was drinking it from like a bottle, like an actual like. I think it was like Fiji. I don't know. One of those expensive brands. But I don't know. Tap water in Germany is mostly fine. Tap water. What is this? Magic the Gathering. Am I right, guys? Tap water, because like water, like it's blue. It's like the blue mana, guys. Magic the Gathering fans. Whoa, so true. That is in fact. Islands, are they not water though? Don't you tap the water island? Matt, no, I don't want to play Magic. Welcome, Nano Dan. Denchi thinks it's toilet water. Bro, come on. Can't believe this. Slime Molder says, also people who buy bottled water to drink in their own house. Hamflow? You're calling out Hamflow? He does that. I also think it's weird, but like, it's better than not liking water, like at all. Nanodin says, I've never played Magic the Gathering. I've played it. Actually, have I played? I don't know if I've played it. I've seen my cousin play it, and I have touched the cards before. So, maybe. Welcome Infinite Zero. I have an under sink filter that I use for 99% of my drinking and cooking water. Yeah, filters are good. I also, you know, just boil my water. It gets rid of many things. Being a little posh and drinking bottled water I bought at Walmart for $1.24 a case. How many are in a case? 16? Is it like a 20 something pack? Welcome back, Altscop. 24. $1.24 for 24 bottles of water. That's like pretty good. How do they even make money from that? I would imagine that the plastic would be like most I don't know. It would cost more to like use. Actually, I don't know. Plastic is pretty cheap. Denchi said, wait, what is it? I only drink San Pellegrino, seltzers, or Gerolsteiner? Gerolsteiner? What is that? Is that sparkling water? Is all you learned how to play the game randomly? As if by magic, perhaps. Other brands. Bottles are as flimsy as aluminum foil. Yeah, but that's fine. I remember when, like, the plastic they used for bottled water was a lot more durable. And they removed a lot of the plastic to reduce waste. But they're so flimsy now. Not to brag, but I'm glad I'm not a fricked up case study and am normal and like to drink water. Right? Who the heck would hate drinking water? Massive skip is real? 6 minute run? What the? I gotta see that. Has it been improved? Can we watch it? What is the skip? How did they do it? You're about to approve. We could do a Wolfie React stream. It's like those streams, those videos on YouTube that's like the developers of this game react to a speedrun. And it's always like, whoa, I didn't expect people to do this. Whoa, I didn't, you know, whoa. When I programmed this, I didn't consider this thing. I'm refreshing stream. I also need to... Wait, would I need to turn off my VPN? Would that close the web fishing lobby? Is anyone even here? There are people in here. That's what I would have done. So true. So true. Cool. Oh, is it skipping? Is it skipping the entire mountain? I've checked. You have responded on the Discord to this. Oh, it's like you're climbing everything after cake. What the heck, man? I did consider having a ceiling there, but I was like, surely no one's gonna find a way to like get past this one. I guess it has happened. Now, I don't think I will patch it because, you know, it's speedrun fun. And that's why and all Clover's percent is going to be the thing that I run, because it's going to have all Clovers. It's going to have everything. So, you know, this is, you could expect this from any percent. Skip large portions of the game. It's on the Discord. But I have to see the actual speedrun. We got to see the actual speedrun. People have been learning strategies only for it to be obsolete. Had to go to a meeting. There was a new speedrun skip found for my game that saves at least 3 minutes. It's free. Did I decide on a classic game to clone? No. We have not determined that at all. Reloading the page, can you approve the... Well, I can approve it. Why don't I approve it, huh? What if I just go on speedrun.com? Be like, hey, there's a new run is awaiting verification. 5 minutes and 47 seconds. I can approve it, but then I'd have to watch the video. I would have to log in on this browser. Welcome, Yuko. Thank you for the 36 months. That is 3 years. That is 36 years. Alright, time to name the skip so we can have no reset jump skip percent category. Oh yeah, what if you simply did not jump? Thank you, Hamflow. 37 months? That is even more than 36 months. Does someone have their sub renewal that you can post to create an artificial hype train? Because now is the time. If you want those hype train emotes, you could possibly obtain one at some point. Or not. You don't have to. It's if you already have a renewal. Okay, I'm reloading the page. What if I specifically don't want them? Then you're stopping other people from doing it. Okay, it's verified. Let's watch it. Click on this one. How do I actually watch? Okay, there it is. Thank you, Liquid Cake. Okay, I usually watch videos at 2x speed, but I refuse. Because it would be too fast. Thank you, Classic Caramel, for the 100 bits. Thank you, Duck, as well, for the bits. Okay. It's compiling the shaders, by the way. I didn't expect it to take this long. Why does it take this long to compile the shaders? Bro, that actually takes really long. Maybe I should put like a loading. I should put the text loading here so that people know that it's loading. It does feel a bit strange for it to take. I've never seen it take that long. Hold on. Some people mentioned. I didn't think it would take that long. I thought it was like at most like a few seconds. Thank you, Sugar Quest. Is it still there after you play the game the first time though? Because after that, the shaders should be compiled. To do add text that says shaders compiling. Sub 6. The game is broken. Now we could just skip to the skip. We gotta, in respect of the game, we gotta watch the entire run. How many shaders could there possibly be? There's at least like 5 of them. Yo, is that the world record speed run holder Quertin right now? In the chat right now? Whoa. It's crazy. Jumping. The movement though? Could be even. Wait, hold on. Let me go back to the. I thought I fixed that. Hold on. Can we go back? I know you're enjoying this right now, but I got it. Okay, never mind. I missaw something. I thought that bottom thing emitted dust. It was actually this one. It's fine. I did fix it. There was an issue where, like, if you push the crate onto another crate, both crates would emit dust, even though the bottom crate barely moved. So that's it. Hey, did you know that I made all the sound effects in this game? By myself. That's right, it's real. Look at all the dust. Whoa, he did what? Okay, this is the normal, this is the usual way to do it. There's a coyote jump here that I'm going to assume that you used. Yep, there's that one. You could jump over that mushroom. Yep, you have in fact done it. I knew it. Also, this thing didn't fall. Why is that? Developer, you have made a bug in the game. Welcome, Diego. Did I use my voice? No, they were all from Pico 8. Jumping, pushing this thing. You don't need to push it that far, do you? Surely there's a better way for them. Didn't use the skip. Wait, which skip? Oh, the mushroom bouncing you to the other thing. Okay, that one is makeable. I've seen that one be makeable without a reset. This one is coyote timeable. You can coyote jump this one. I don't need to. I forgot people do it. Wait, which one? The skip. Alright. Soon, in the next 3 minutes, we will see something super cool. Coyote time. It's like when you fall off a ledge and you can still jump as if you were on the ground. A press. Yeah, what if we had a minimal A presses category? What's the minimum number of A presses? Actually, I wonder if you could... actually, I don't think that's possible. I was like, what if you could put a crate here, jump on it, and then coyote time to this one? But actually, there's not enough space. Unless there is. Also, would it not be faster to jump up here than to go around? I actually don't know. It is. Save strats. Alright, Hype Train. I already have all the level 1 emotes, so this did nothing for me. But that's fine. And maybe someone else got an emote. Oh, that's a good one. That's actually, like, of the Hype Train emotes that I would actually use but don't use, this is one of them. The button mash one. And that's literally relevant to what we were talking about. We're talking about A presses. Yeah, mashing A. Literally like this game. Also, there was a bug that no one talked about that actually someone sent in the Twitch chat when I was offline. There was one bug where you could actually push a block while climbing it, and I did remove it, but they did send a video. I can show it to you, but it's not available anymore. The bug, I fixed it. You were able to at some point, but I fixed it. I guess it would not be relevant now with this skip. Alright, how does this one work? So you get the cake. And then from here, there's something. There's some kind of thing here. Oh, wait. You reset to get coyote time? Because it does save your spawn position. What the freak? Oh, shoot. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, because the checkpoints... Because, yeah, when you're falling, you have coyote time. And then you can jump immediately. I see. You're climbing it from the other side. Whoa. It's crazy. She's going the wrong way. I never anticipated someone would go that way. Where does she go? She doesn't... Does she fly to the left? That's so funny. Advance the dialogue. I tried this for 30 minutes with the glide. Yeah, because once you get gliding, you don't have coyote time anymore. What does she do? What are you doing? Please advance the dialogue. Glide is doable. It is possible. I see. She's going the wrong... Oh my god. Did she just die in the spikes? The music plays. She's saying things off screen. Bro. She's dead. She's literally dead. Oh, that was good. A good one. I like that. I will not patch it out because I think that's... You know, it's good for the game if you don't patch out every single run category thing. Good job on discovering that. Bad, and we don't even know what she says. She could be saying like, "Oh no, I've died." Can we watch the end? What the frick? That was a spider? I forgot I can glide now. Why did she start moving? What did she say? Anyway, that's it. And the music changes because she's in a different area now. And she's jumping. Wow. Good job. Good job. Wonder if she can die due to spikes. Maybe. She can't fly, so she just falls. Yeah. She does not have the glide ability. Alright, well, good job. Good job on that one. That's cool though. I thought I changed it so that I think I had the thing when I was developing this where when you had a checkpoint, I made it so that you could not jump afterward. But I guess that was not the case. I guess I did not fix it. You get a cut. Oh, maybe when you reset. I don't know. There's probably some things. If you wanted to acknowledge the bug, you could change the ending scene to have her falling. No, because it doesn't make sense. It's the non-canonical ending. Wait, can I try it? Can I try doing it? Let me try doing it. Can we get the new world record? I opened Steam as if it was on Steam. Yeah, she never learned how to glide. Welcome, Remblanc. You reset and maintain momentum. I forgot I had a user icon now. Since I was uploading a game, I'm like, oh, I need to have like an actual like icon. It's $100. It's so much. And then if you were to release it on Steam, there's like higher standards, you know? You would need like achievements, you would need like something. When you reset, it keeps your momentum? Oh, your vertical momentum? Is that what it is? Hold on, let me try this. Achievements would be fun. 100% achievement. Alright. This is not going to be a speed run necessarily. What if I tried it? Oh, I'm blocking. Hold on. Let's restart this. I'm blocking too much stuff. We need to have visibility to understand. Also, yes, I should change the game category. Innocuous Sugar Quest. If you spam reset and jump. Wait, what if? Does it do anything early on? Hold on, let's go back. But you just go like from the beginning? Well, no, there's a ceiling up there. What am I doing? I need to like delete the file. Resetting takes a while. True. Okay. Going. We are in fact going. I know it's faster to reset this one. Then you can make it quickly. And this one is probably some optimal strat. You can jump over this one. I know about that one. You can go here. You can jump past that one, but I think I'll just go this way. Many things to consider. Oh, this is not the fastest way. There's probably many strats that I simply don't know. It works with mushrooms. Resetting with mushroom. Possibly. You're discovering new strats. Yeah, the people that practice the winter area. I mean, I guess if people start moving to all clovers, then your knowledge of the snow area is not wasted. You can, in fact, still use that knowledge. But then you gotta learn some more rooms. The reset list category. No major glitches category. Yeah, Easter egg percent category. It's a lot of stuff. You can also probably make that. 1-7. No, I died. Bro is dead. Can't believe this. What if I get world record right now? Probably not. Developer gets his own world record. It's crazy. Okay. See, I removed those spikes. This one. No, he's lost valuable time. I've done it. Nope. Ah, whatever. It's fine. I'm throwing. He's throwing. Bro is throwing. It's good practice to keep the glitches used by speedrunners to beat the game in. Oops. I can't be reading and speedrunning at the same time. Imagine doing that. What if I make a video that's like, I released a game and speedrunners broke it. It's gonna get 1 million views. They're gonna be like, whoa, what the, I gotta watch this. game developers telling stories about speedrunners finding bugs in their game, please do it. I'll be like, I made a game and speedrunners ruined it. Story about how you should embrace the speedrunning community, or whatever. But then I would need to learn video editing. Actually, I did. Oops. I'm not gonna do coyote time on this one because I've never practiced it. Maybe later. Literally not even 10 hours ago, I said, I don't think we have the tech to take advantage of this game. And now we do. See, I could have put a ceiling on that, but I specifically was like, nah, it's fine. Because I had kind of intended originally for you to be able to glide down from the peak yourself. So maybe like you could go back to previous areas and maybe you're like, whoa, actually this place connects directly to the cake area or whatever. New Wolfie Clips video. No, I have a new Wolfie dev channel. That's where I uploaded the trailer for this game. Yeah, Dark Souls style shortcuts. But you can't go back. I probably should have gone up that one. It's probably faster. What am I doing? What is he doing? Why would he do this? This is not world record. There's no way this is a world record. This room. This is the room that kills you with the ladders. I know you could bounce on that one, possibly. Is number 2. It depends if I know how to implement the strat, because I've never tried it. I don't know exactly what it takes. But you could try it. You could be running this game right now. This is the new hit speed game. Everyone's playing it. It's quite easy. Tiny, oh, Tiny got it. No, no. You've done it. As I was busy yapping and resetting my game, someone else is taking the record. No! Okay, I'm just gonna go with the safe strat. Alright. This is the area that we need to be in. Okay, so you go from here. Jump. No. How do you do it? Jump and reset. Jump. Jump, reset. I don't know how to do. How do you do it? You jump and reset, and then when you fall, you can keep resetting without resetting your checkpoint. What? Jumping until your checkpoint is wait, hold on. You can keep resetting without until checkpoint is broke. I saw something there. Inputs are reset, double jump while holding right. The reset has to come in as you gain upward momentum. Inputs are reset, double jump while holding right. Oh, wait, hold on. She is a bit higher in there. Wait, hold on. Probably go to the left and jump right to get a good checkpoint height. Oh, I see. And then reset, and as the screen fades, jump. Wait, go to the left. So it's like the checkpoint is like here. So as you jump and exit the checkpoint region, as you reset as the screen fades, jump. Yes, you want the checkpoint to be at a higher position. So there. Okay, okay, I see. So I was a bit higher up. It's actually trickier than I thought. You made it look so easy. Jump from the left room into the right room first to get the checkpoint. Okay. Actually, hold on, I should probably not have this guy on the screen. So as I reset, we're like right here. And then as the screen fades, we jump. No. Okay, I don't know if I can do it. Someone did say this was easy, but I have not been able to do it. Someone else was able to do it. We did have someone else. And press when the screen is black, because at that point I'm already respawning there. Okay, so we jump, and then here. I'm already on the ground. So if I go here. So we're now up in the air. It's too hard, I can't do it. Okay, so we're in there. Nope. I've tried, it doesn't work. Did they patch? This was patched. The developer has patched this already. I can't believe that they would patch this. He's too fast. He's done it. He's ruining the speedrunners. This used to be a speedrun friendly game until the developer ruined it. Okay, so double jump. I can't do it. Alright, well, I'm gonna trust. Wait, did I just do something there? I was up higher in the air. Nope. I can't do it. Well, anyway, we saw someone else do it. That's good enough for me. We know it's possible now. We go back in the video and see how it was done. Okay, so we're here. We have double audio playing. Okay, so you jump to the right, and then you're like higher in there. Oh, okay. Resetting multiple times sometimes changes your position to be higher. Interesting. But anyway, that's cool though. Would not have expected that to work. Hold on, can we look at our code to see how this is made possible? Source code leaked. You can look at the source code to find more bugs. Godot. Let's open up Godot. Let's copy his source code. Source code leaked. Copy all the code. JSON RPC conversion. Sorry, cancelled. This game has been cancelled. I don't think I will. Okay. Not resetting momentum. No, okay, so we look at the code. Let's see. Let's look at the player reset code. It should be in world.gd. And then reset player. Went through the whole map to see if there were anywhere to get out of bounds that I could climb. The game dev is too good. Yeah, it's too good. Okay, so we have physics frame. We get the checkpoint position. We set the player's state back to idle. Okay, state machine reset sets you to idle. And then in the idle state, as you enter, glides, that's irrelevant. We set the velocity. If you were previously okay, this is just graphics, it doesn't matter. If you're running, you emit the running state. Physics update. So you adjust based on ball gravity. So I guess you keep your velocity. I only reset the X velocity. So I guess when you refresh, you retain your current vertical velocity. And then if you're going up when that happens, and you happen to be going to the outside of a checkpoint, then it'll set your checkpoint to that higher location. Right. Fall gravity is also upwards acceleration. No, it's all downward acceleration. Anyway, that's all it is. Yeah, the checkpoint is triggered once you exit the checkpoint. If you look at these things out here, once you are outside of this area, it'll store your checkpoint position like right here or whatever. How do you gain height? It's probably from coyote time. So as you're falling, if it's I want to be the apex at the end. Is that true? Hold on, let me check. So when you're in the idle state, the next state you're going to go to is falling state. And then, so in the falling state is pretty complicated. You have left and right. We calculate velocity. We move and slide. Welcome 9s_1. This is all about ledge grabbing, which is not really too relevant. You absolutely move up on reset if you were mid-jump. Yeah, because you retain your velocity, but your position is reset. It works during resets as you touch a mushroom. So maybe there's something there. But then, okay, so if you're... So hold on. As you're falling... Okay, so as you're falling, you do have some coyote time. Did I set the velocity to 0? No, you set the velocity to 0, did mistake something. No, I set the X velocity to 0. The Y velocity is kept what it was before. Idle. Yeah, we set X velocity. Y velocity is kept for some reason. I should be at software and game development. No, but it's specifically Vacuous Sugar Quest. It's literally the game. We've hacked into the game files. Falling. Got ledge check position. Coyote time. Okay, and then you can emit jumping. And then what? And then I guess you go into jumping. Oops, that's the wrong file. Which is just, it's pretty straightforward. You just apply gravity. Okay, so then you want to have a vertical velocity at the time when the reset kicks in. For discoverability, when do I care about discoverability? I guess I could, but I will also be ending my stream like soon, in the next 20 minutes. Okay, software, game development. Also web fishing. I think sometimes if you're AFK for too long in web fishing, the lobby just disconnects. I don't know if anyone is still like... Are these just ghosts? Are these people still alive? I don't know, but anyway. Yeah, we got this. What if I try it again? Let's go back. Now, okay, the lobby is still working. All right. Let's attempt this from our existing save. So we have this here. So you want to be at the top to get height, and then Reset as you jump to get higher. Wait. How does this work? You literally look through the code. So as you reset, you are up in the air. And then... So now your checkpoint is up there. You can see that we fall from... It's kind of hard to tell because it's fading in. But then... What do we want? Reset. No, I don't know. we literally look through the code. I don't get it. It's probably some strat that is reasonable. Probably some better way to time this. Okay, what if I jump from here? That's not enough. Okay, we are pretty high in the air now. So then as we reset, is that good? No. So you reset and you have coyote time. I think? No. What? Oh wait, no. Okay. How do you implement jumping in terms of velocity? It sets your velocity to an impulse. It doesn't add... It resets whatever velocity you had and just sets it to the initial impulse. Okay, so we're here, and then as we're falling, we do this. No, it doesn't add to it. Yeah, because you want it to be like when you're falling, you don't want your current fall velocity to affect how far you jump up. It should always be the same. It's also important for like gliding. And resetting. Oh, look at how high it was. Nope. Oh, wait, do you see that? Oh, no, I had it. I could have had it. We're so high up in the air. No. Wait. No, no. It is doable. Gotta remove a split. Well, it would still be relevant for 100%. I don't know. See, after this, I think 100% is going to be the new hit category. Everyone's been sleeping on it. I feel like 100% is the skill one. It's got the most skill. You got to get all the clovers. There's some tricky rooms. Okay, we are pretty high in the sky. Can't do it. I can't do it. Man. Wait. Imagine if this game makes it to GDQ. I mean, I guess someone could submit it if someone is willing to go to GDQ and if they want to accept this game. No, I think you would do the 100%. No. Wait. Oh, we were like right at the top of the screen though. I wonder if they do those at all. The short 5-minute runs? They probably do. But it's probably like part of a bigger showcase though. Rather than like its own thing. Like they have the task bot things, right? They'll play through a bunch of games in a short period of time. Anyway, I don't know. Wait, do you see that I did a double jump? Man. So close. I don't know how to do it. Wait. Okay, so now we're up there. And then as we fall, we want to have coyote time. Wait, do you see that? Okay, now we're up there. And all we gotta do is jump up slightly higher. Wait, I've done it, I've done it. I've done it. We can see the bug in real time. Yo, let's go. You can hear me mashing the Z button. That's right, Z. He's saying Z. Alright. She's walking. Oh no, she's... No! Back! She's dead. She's literally dead. I wonder where she is right now. She's like... I thought she would have walked into the spikes. Oh no, she's probably walking against a wall or something. Is there something? Oh. There it is. Can we attach a debug camera? I mean, I could do it. No, this is the production build. I'm like 90% sure you can do it without the coyote jump. Spent 30 minutes trying and could not do it. Well, anyway. That's cool. Let's try the debug build. I want to see what happens. Where does she walk to? Alright, let's see. Oh wait, I could just put her... I don't need to like do the skip in the debug build. I can simply just watch it. Oh, she's over here. Wait, so she goes here and then she like walks. I guess you could if you just like reload the save. It does activate the checkpoint. Okay, she goes here. She like walks off this thing. She bounces onto the mushroom and then this thing stops her from dying. I see. Well, that was convenient. Anyway, okay, let's watch it like in real time though. So we take the player. Would it end the cutscene? No. Like if she died? I don't think so. I mean, I could try it. Okay, let's see what it. let's just place the player on this side, and then okay, she starts walking. And then at this point, we will take the camera. We got the root node, we got the main scene, the game, the sub viewport, the world. Wait, how do I have this implemented? The ending cutscene. See, this is where I set the live split flag. Okay, so we reach the top. Oh, if ending cutscene is playing, then I think I don't have the camera follow. Okay, if ending cutscene is not playing, then global camera position is set to this. Okay, so if I can simply just unset this variable. I think I need to reload this. Hold on. Let me reload the save. Okay, so we go here. Alright, I placed the player in the wrong spot. Whoops. 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 So we have this. Okay. So this should have the camera follow the room. And we can see what happens. It does not. Why? Oh, because I didn't. Hold on. Because I didn't. Okay, I gotta redo this again. Because I didn't set the variable. I'm gonna trigger the cutscene and then disable the debug camera. Welcome, Brooke. Okay, so now ending cutscene is playing. We go to remote, we go to game, we go to world. And then we unset the ending cutscene playing. Need to find time to play. You're being spoiled right now. This is literally the ending. Hey, wait, why is she not going this way? What happened? What happened there? Whoops. Is it because ending cutscene was not playing that there was some other logic that got triggered? Ending cutscene is playing. No, that's the only thing it controls. Okay, what if I try that again? If I simply try this again. So we trigger the cutscene. And then we go to the remote view. Welcome to my. We have broken the game. Okay, and then we unset ending cutscene. And then what? Why doesn't she walk over though? Is it because of where I've placed her? Like, why is she turning this way? The other way she was facing the left. Player move speed multiplied by this thing, default move speed. I set the facing direction. Oh, because it's facing. Hold on. No. I don't actually know. I'm not actually sure why. Okay, so let's go back here. Okay, and then now we trigger the ending cutscene. Welcome, Angry Seal. There's the bug. No, the entire thing is a bug. None of this should even happen. Okay, so ending cutscene. Okay, so now she's not why is she not walking? Bro, why is she not walking? The VAC refuses to cooperate even as a program. Can't believe it. Now let's go back. What if I don't enable it? Okay, then she walks. Okay, but then we go. Okay, as she's doing that dialogue, then you go here, and then you disable ending cutscene. Okay, now the camera should follow. Wait, but she's not moving. Why is she not going? What? What the heck? You've triggered the cutscene again. Switching screens breaks it. Why is that? Play ending scene. Cutscene is playing. True. Welcome, Good Cat Gaming. Set their move speed to default. Okay, but then what if I played it, but only enabled the camera? Wait, I could just put that in code. Ending cutscene. I don't need to be doing this dynamically. Okay, and then as she starts walking, then... Or hold on, I can just remove the flag. Yeah, that would have been so much simpler. Just remove this check. Okay. Welcome, Stove God. Alright, so this one should be it, unless it breaks again. Alright, she's going. She's walking. At some point she will jump. Okay, okay, now here we go. She bounces on the mushroom. And then she then she gets stuck here. Okay. And then wait, why can she glide? Oh, do I give the player the glide ability at the end? Do I? Can glide. Oh, do I set can glide? It equals true. Yes. No. No, I don't. What? Why can she glide? We could try putting a spike there. Yes, we can see what happens. Oh, now she's over here. Okay. Let's put the player back. Okay, and then... go to hazards. We put a spike. I think this one requires reloading the game. So let's see. The area where she got stuck was here, I think. Yeah, was it here? She falls down from here and then bounces on this one. So I can put a spike here. Wait, no, she gets stuck on here. Right. Alright. If she knew that we were torturing her character like this. What are you doing? You're putting spikes? Can't believe it. Okay, let's move the player back over here. Okay, and then okay. What? Oh, it's because okay, I should not have triggered the dialogue. I should have just let her keep going. Once the dialogue has started, do not trigger the dialogue. Do not continue the dialogue. Where are we right now? Okay, we're over there. Okay, once the walking starts... Okay, don't press anything. Okay. Oh, she just just an infinite death loop. She just keeps going. Just keeps running into the spikes. And then you just trigger the dialogue. And then she glides. Oh, then show what the... Okay, that's it. Welcome, Plush Mayhem. That was cool. Good times. Good times out here. Let's undo all of our changes. Alright, well that's a new tech has been discovered. What is this? New tech has been discovered for any percent. That's cool. But I guess that's going to be it for the stream. Thanks for stopping by. I will now close the web fishing lobby. Do we have any drawings out here? Namai is joining. Namai, I'm ending my stream. You can join for the last 5 seconds. Unless that was a really long time ago. In which case... Oh, there you are, okay. Oh. Alright, that's it. That's it. Thanks for watching. I will now close the lobby. And that's it. Alright, incoming video. The speedrunners broke my game. Speedrunners cheated and destroyed my game in ways that I didn't even intend. Welcome Stylo Gear and goodbye. Okay. Let's find out what day it is. Let's raid someone. Global Beatles Day. Goat Cheese Day. Catfish Day. Day of Joy. Leon Day. Parchment Day. Strawberry Parfait. Please take my children to work day. What? A day when stay-at-home parents can ask their partners or friends to take their children to work. Let me see. Camp Count Day. Camp is cool, fun, and important. The Day of the Filipino Seafarer. Which one of these is a good raid message? Goat Cheese Day. Strawberry Parfait Day. Hey, you can't suggest who to raid. I don't accept suggestions. I find streams myself. Okay? Let's see. How dare you suggest? I have an entire system for this. I built an entire plugin to find people I have not raided recently. And I will use that plugin. Okay, I think I've never raided Bon. Bon 73p. / raid. Unless it has follower. Okay, never mind. It has follower or subscriber only chat. I will not send you to a channel that has follower or subscriber only chat. But I will send you to a different channel. And that channel is going to be what about this one? How about this one? No, that's a starting soon screen. I can't send you to a starting soon screen. Bro, that's cringe. Why couldn't they have started sooner? Germa? He's not even live. I will send you to okay, what about this person? What if I delay long enough that this person's not in their starting soon screen? If we consider this. No, it's gonna be too long. They just started the stream. Okay, let's raid KK Cyber. Vacuously's empty chat room. She's not even here to see it though. It's only funny if the streamer's there to see it, to receive the raid. Anyway, the raid's going. I'll be back on Friday, probably with some software and game development. Like some pixel art perhaps. And some programming. I'm sure someone else will find some kind of bug and then I'll be like, whoa, what the? You can do that? And then we'll try to replicate the bug and then we'll be like, whoa, that's so cool that you can do that. No day. Oh yeah, yeah, National, I guess, Strawberry Parfait Day. Whichever one you want. Whatever sounds good to you. But yeah, that's is good times. Forgot raid. Yeah, we don't even know. But 100%, that's gonna be the new hit category. Okay, once people are done with any percent, 100%, that's the new thing. That's the new cool thing. Anyway, okay, the raid's going. I will see you next time. Goodbye.